Hey, Matt from Turra Music here, and today we have the very lovely and very cute in a way KORG ARP 2600M, which is this sort of miniaturized version or module version, you could say, of KORG's recently released ARP 2600 full size. It's a sort of synth that doesn't need a lot of introduction, but if you don't know about it, it's one of those things that's probably worthwhile looking up and seeing who used it and what records it was on, because it's just been used extensively. It's just really, really special, and I think they've done a really good job with making it so useful and great sounding, and the fact that I can actually interface it with other semi-modular gear or straight up modular. So today I'm using it with this Moog Matriarch. This is basically just being used as a controller for the most part, but I'm also going to patch in Moog's stereo delay, because that delay by itself is a fantastic delay. It's Bucket Brigade, so it's another analog effect to go with the other analog effect which is inside this unit. Okay, so I've got a really, really basic patch going on here. An arpeggiator from the Moog Matriarch, and a really, really basic drum beat from my Octatrack over here. And there's a whole bunch of vibe, which I'll attribute to this spring reverb. Such a rich sounding thing. It's going to bring in the delay coming out of the outputs of the ARP and going into the Matriarch. And I'm going to bring in the delay here. Spring reverb now. So yeah, that's one patch where I'm going and just like finding whatever tuning I like, because we've got these sliders which just slide from down to nothing into clicks and pops, all the way up into sort of dog whistle territory. And so what I'll do here is tune the oscillators to each other. I'm going to bring that down a bit. Oscillator 2. Oscillator 3. And now I can kind of play this like a 90s dance thing. So yeah, getting each oscillator tuned to each other takes a little bit of time. Am I very good with my ears? I'm okay. I got a very weird interval going on there, but it was more of a doom sound rather than kind of something very pleasant. What I'll do here is I'll do a bit of a filter sweep. So I'll bring the sustain up on the filter envelope here, and I go from fully closed to fully open. And let's do like 30% resonance kind of thing. Go like just over 50%. And I'm gonna go kind of like full here. It does get squealy, so I might not go all the way up just to protect everyone's ears a little bit. I am peaking our outputs. And yeah, as you can hear, you got that sort of talking filter kind of thing. I'm going to try this sample and hold gate, which should make everything kind of move around now. Yeah. I'll do something here where we're going to actually have like a VCO1's going to, so the rate of this oscillator is going to modulate the pitch of this oscillator. So we're going to get like an octave kind of movement here, if I can get it right. Show you how quickly you can kind of get to like a kick drum sound. So I'm actually going to go and use a sine wave out of this oscillator, oscillator 2, and go into there. And now we can go and use the ADSR up here to tune this oscillator. Turn the spring reverb off. And we'll take the delay out as well. So yeah, you know, other synths takes a fair bit of effort to go and attach the ADSR to the pitch of the oscillator, but straight away we just seem to kind of like, cool, I've got kick drum sounds. Toms as well if you want. Oscillator 2 is patched to the frequency of oscillator 1. So if you want to go and get a simple vibrato going on, so you can get that talking filter thing out of it as well, which is one of my favorite things to do, is to get that sort of like yo-yo sort of talk sound out of the so lucky to be able to have access to this synth. It's been sitting at my house for the last sort of 4 days, and I tried lots of different things, and I always kind of found these sweet spots. And today again, I think I ended up finding these sweet spots. It has all these really unique kind of points, and whether I touched on something which is exactly what you'd like to do with it, it is so flexible in its sound that I really think, look, if your friend had this or you saw it in the studio, you got it as a Christmas present, then you know it would be a fantastic synth to have. It's a great first synth. I know it seems weird, but this is like a student synth. It's a synth which you can start from the ground up because it has these pre-patched connections, you know. It's got a sort of predefined signal path, and you can go in there and interrupt it however you like. Bring an external signal path, you know, like my drum machine there. So thanks so much to KORG Australia and NoiseGate Australia as well for allowing us access to this. And I'm sort of sad to see it go, but hey, there'll be stock coming in sooner or later, and at that point, it should just be readily available. It's not a limited edition, it's just gonna be around. So I would highly recommend getting one of these because they do sound fantastic. Cheers.